Madras High Court orders a notice to MK Stalin in a petition challenging his election from Kolattur constituency. The former deputy CM has 4 weeks to reply. Another DMK MLA is arrested. Anita Radhakrishnan faces an attempted murder case, but J. Anbalagan gets bail in one of the 2 land grab cases against him. Questions in the assembly on the safety of firecracker units after the accident in Sivakasi lead to assurances from the Labour Minister. With the police escort, the DMK's jailed MLA J. Anbalagan makes a guest appearance at the Assembly complex to prove a point, although his party is boycotting the session. Amma gives new MLAs a lesson on code and conduct in Assembly. We take you to the streets of Madavaram, a hub of health problems and more. But can the municipality deliver before the monsoon makes things worse? A one-time close contestant for president and the former governor of Tamil Nadu, P.C. Alexander, passes away.
He narrowly missed that. Probably it was because another Keralite, Mr. Narayan, had been the president just prior to that.
And meet a man who's living with a strong mind and a fighting heart. He goes under the knife for the 8th time and is still hale and hearty. Good evening and welcome to the Prime Time Bulletin that brings you a quick roundup of the day's biggest and most important stories. I'm Evelyn Matthew. There's the Assembly sessions today that we are tracking, the international riots that have sent nervous signals to many who have people over at the nation. But that and more after the rest of the day's top stories nationally and from around the world as well. An altercation in riot hit Birmingham gets out of hand. A man mows down 3 people in his car. As the riots in UK spread, the Prime Minister says the police will not hesitate to take action. Londoners take to the streets to protect their neighbourhoods. In Southall, Sikhs guard a Gurudwara and mosque. Civil society activists will meet a parliamentary panel today on the Lokpal bill. The Supreme Court upholds the death sentence of LET militant Muhammad Arif for the attack on an army camp in the Red Fort in 2000. The Dow bounces back after the Federal Reserve announces unprecedented low interest rates. Asian markets climb, the Sensex follows. A top story today, a fisherfolk from the KV Kuppam area in Vellore was at the Commissioner's office today to register a complaint that their husbands, who were allegedly kidnapped by a former minister, were probably even murdered by him more than 6 years ago, as they were still not to be found. The women, in fact, alleged that the local police were not ready to lodge a murder case, but chose to file only a man-missing case. The city police have started investigations into the case and thereby find the men who find that these men have been nowhere in sight for the last 6 years.
இவங்கலாம் இட்டுண்டு கொலை பண்ணிட்டாங்க சார். நாங்க கேட்டதுக்கு எங்களையும் அடிச்சு போட்டு காணாம கொன்னுட்டாங்க சார். நான் 2 பொம்பளை பிள்ளைங்களை வச்சுக்கிட்டு தவிக்கேன் சார். போலீஸ்ல ரிப்போர்ட் கூட எந்த நடவடிக்கையும் எடுக்கல சார். சுனாமி நிவாரணம் பத்தி தட்டி கேட்பாரு. அதனால அவரை கேட்குறாரு சொல்லிட்டு அவரை வந்து கொலை பண்ணிட்டாங்க சார். இன்னும் கொன்னுடுவேன், ஓடி போயிடுன்னு அப்படி சொன்னானுங்க சார்.
எவ்வளோ நாளுக்கு முன்னாடி நடந்துச்சு? எவ்வளோ நாள்?
இப்போ 6 வருஷம் ஆகுது அவர் கொலை பண்ணி இப்போ.
Moving on, another DMK MLA is facing the khaki heat, not for land grab this time around, but for alleged murder. Tiruchendoor's DMK MLA Anita R. Radhakrishnan has been arrested by the police today as he faces an attempt to murder case. The complaint was submitted by an AIA DMK functionary from the Thoothukudi district. This comes in the backdrop of the many cases that have been piling up against DMK ministers and cadres in what has been known as a land grab offensive. Let's just draw out the number of DMK leaders who've been arrested in Tamil Nadu so far and the cases that have been slapped against him. First among them is Mr. Anita Radhakrishnan, the latest in fact, against whom there's a case of attempt to murder. And then are the ones who've been facing cases of land grab. Veerapandi Arumugam leading that fray, followed by J. Anbalagan, again for land grab. P. Ranganathan, and V.S. Babu, all 4 of them for land grabbing cases, with one minister with an attempt to murder case. Moving on, the Madras High Court has ordered a notice to DMK's treasurer M.K. Stalin today on a petition challenging his election from the Kolattur constituency. The petitioner is the AIA-DMK candidate Saide Dureswamy, who lost to M.K. Stalin by 2,819 votes. Now, when the petition came up for hearing today, the judge ordered the notice and asked Stalin to reply in 4 weeks. Mr. Dureswamy had alleged misuse of power by Stalin in the election and added that the damages found in many EVMs during counting were not taken into account by the election officials. Now, the recent death of 10 people following a fire accident at a cracker unit in Sivakasi dominated the assembly today. MLAs from various parties, including the CPM's legislative party leader A. Soundarajan, moved a special attention motion. The members expressed concern that the families of the victims were paid just 1 lakh rupees by the government. The minister explained that the families were given 5.1 lakh rupees each with the contribution from the cracker unit, Supreme Fire Works. He also told the House that the factory was shut down for violating safety norms.
அடிக்கடி ஆய்வு செய்து பாதுகாப்பு நடவடிக்கைகளை தீவிரமாக கண்காணிக்குமாறு அறிவுறுத்தப்பட்டுள்ளது. மேலும் பட்டாசு தொழிற்சாலைகளில் விபத்துகளை தடுத்திட கீழ்கண்ட பாதுகாப்பு முறைகளும் தொழிற்சாலைகள் ஆய்வுத்துறையினால் மேற்கொள்ளப்பட்டு வருகின்றன. தொழிற்சாலை சட்டம் 1948 மற்றும் தமிழ்நாடு தொழிற்சாலைகள் விதி 1950 கீழ் பட்டாசு மற்றும் தீப்பெட்டி தொழிற்சாலைகளில் பாதுகாப்பு விதிமுறைகளை கடைபிடிப்பதற்கென தனியாக விதி 95 கீழ் அட்டவணை 24 ஏற்படுத்தப்பட்டுள்ளது. இவ்வரசு தொழிலாளர் நலனை பாதுகாக்க முனைப்புடன் செயல்படும் என்பதை இந்த மாவட்டத்தில் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன்.
In the latest developments from the DMK camp, the party's MLA J. Anbalagan has been granted bail by the Madras High Court in one of the 2 cases charged against him. Now, he was earlier arrested on land grab charges after being accused of forcing a mill owner to part with his property in Tirupur. But earlier in the day, the DMK MLA from Chepauk visited the assembly today. In fact, he spent 4 hours inside the complex without attending the proceedings, though. The DMK had decided to boycott the entire budget session, saying that they would attend the session only after they are allotted seats in one of the block of the assembly. J. Anbalagan, who was lodged in Coimbatore prison in a land grab case in Tirupur, was shifted to the Pudal prisons in Chennai after he sought permission to attend the ongoing assembly session.
நீதி மீது உள்ள எல்லாவற்றையும் சட்டப்படி நீதி அனுமதிச்சா சட்டமன்றத்தில் கலந்து.
You're watching headlines now on NDTV Hindu. Up ahead, Indians in London form a wall of protection to stores in their area that could well be the next target for the rioting looters.